Good morning, Scott. I hope you're all right. Let's go through this question together then. So here's my heptagon. The most important thing to know is, well, what do the angles in a heptagon add up to make? Well, one way you can think about this is if I just give this some extra lines, I can split my heptagon into some triangles. Each triangle has the interior angles which add up to 180 degrees. So we can say that the interior angles, so all these angles here, they add up. So I'm going to write the interior angles. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 180 degrees. Okay, so that would give me 900 degrees in total. Right, so these angles sum up to make 900 degrees. Okay, so well, what would one of these angles make then? I'm just going to assume that this heptagon is regular because it doesn't specify, but I will get the same answer either way. So let's assume all of these angles are the same. So if all of the angles add up to make 900 degrees, what would one angle be? Well, there are 7 angles, so 900 divided by 7 is one interior angle. Because 7 doesn't go into 900, it's going to give me some complicated decimals. I'm just going to leave it as a fraction for now, just so I can maintain the accuracy. Okay, so if an interior angle is 900/7, let's think about what an exterior angle would be. So this whole kind of loopy angle, well, angles around a full turn, around a whole circle, sum up to 360 degrees. So I'm going to write an exterior angle, or an exterior angle would be 360 degrees, subtract that 900/7. That gives me this fraction here. So again, I'm just going to leave it as a fraction, just so I don't need to write out that complicated decimal. So this whole angle here be 1620 over 7, like that. That's in degrees. Okay, I'm very close to solving this problem. I can see that I've got 7 lots of that exterior angle all around the shape. However, our question, it's not asking for this whole thing, is it? It's just asking for this little shaded part in the middle. Okay, so let's think. If we have some squares, so let's move up here. If we have squares attached to this angle, we know that, well, squares have right angles, right? So it's got a right angle here and a right angle here. So actually, one of these mini angles here, so the angle that I've shaded, well, it would be that fraction that we found, so 16/27, take away 2 lots of 90 degrees. Because we know what this whole thing is, but if we take away those 2 90 degrees, that will give me what one of these angles is. Okay, so one of these angles would give me 360/7. Okay, so that's what this black angle is. So if one of these in-between angles is 360/7, well, let's ask ourselves, how many of these little in-between angles do we have? Well, we have 7 lots of those angles are all around the shape. So we've got one here, we've got one here, we've got one here, and we've got one here. So in total, we have 7 lots of 360/7, and that divided by 7 and multiplied by 7, they cancel each other out. So my final answer will be 360 degrees.